All right, everybody, let's keep this chat show going. We can keep talking about whatever else in the meantime. I'm not committing to simming beyond more than one season tonight. We'll see how it goes. And no, not true, but yeah, we'll see how this goes at this stage. I'm really hoping your team wins soon. Obviously, we have the Crash Andrews somewhat involvement as a meme just to spice it up a little bit, because these two teams are just painful. I need to keep Barry Carroll. Are we at the nuke yet? At the end of this upcoming season, we will both yet again have our nukes available to us. So, a war is coming. A war is coming. Let's see. You guys should want to keep Percy Barber. Just going through your roster really quickly and making sure. You're obviously going to want to keep Swift. Keeping Webster isn't a bad idea either. And then you got Rose and Leonard. You can let go of Darren Leonard. That guy's not going to get much better. Power forward, you got Robertson. You have Griffith, who you probably want to keep. Let go of Nick Cannon. And Patrick, Bush, and Peyton. You can let go of Peyton at this stage. So, if you want to at least have food poisoning, out for the season. What the fuck did you eat? Jesus. Yeah, Peyton, $9 million is your third string center. Not very good. And then Leonard's your like fourth string forward. You can drop those two. And keep it going. You could argue, though, Percy Barber wants $13 million as a backup. You might want to let go of Percy Barber, man. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Gilliard can play shooting guard. You might want to let go of Percy Barber. He's not bad, but he's not going to be your starter. He wants a lot of money as a backup. If you do bring him on, that is really, really going to limit what you guys will have to spend. I mean, shit, you could argue get rid of Webster as well, just because he's always going to be behind Swift. That way you'll still have Will Rose. There's an argument to let go of Webster here, too, just to have a little bit more money. There is that argument. Let go of Peyton, let go of Leonard. You could let go of Barber. Webster's not looking for that much money, though, so that's okay. But yeah, I think for $13 million, backup player, I think you got to let go of Barber as well. Just because you have somebody significantly better ahead of him. So that makes a lot of sense. Save you guys some money spending the big bucks on Julio Swift, but Julio's awesome. So, oh, goodness. Food poisoning for the full season. We probably didn't miss the full season, but he definitely missed some time. For you guys, RFAs include Cannon, Westbrook, and Cummings. If we look, Cummings you definitely want to keep. You could probably let Westbrook go for the money he'll sign for. I mean, he's a very, very good backup, but he'll be expensive to have as a backup, and Freddie Gilliard is there. Not that he's amazing. But it depends on how much money chat wants available. Cannon should definitely go. You got to say goodbye to sex god Nick Cannon. Yeah, it's like, do you want to pay Westbrook $15 million to be a backup? Whereas if you let him go, you go to free agency, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, we have money to spend. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go, to be honest. It's kind of at the point where I don't want to say like I'm navigating for both of us, but I kind of am. In the sense that we both kind of know what the money situation is for both of our teams. So that is a pretty big factor right now. What was Mac Jeffries? He was a center. I don't think I need that guy. I definitely don't. I have so many fucking centers. Cool. All right. Here we go. So free agency. Chat. has the ability to sign anybody that they want. Anybody that they want. What do you guys even need, though? Your point guard's an RFA, so you'll have to sign him. You have a great shooting guard. You have a great small forward. You have an okay power forward who is getting better. And then at center, what's going on, man? At center, you have Patrick and Andy Bush. I mean, you could argue look for the best player possible just to add to the team. But it's nothing too crazy. You guys do need to sign Dell Cummings. I mean, that's not even a conversation. He will take up a lot of your money. But he's worth it at this stage. Like, he's actually a star point guard at this stage. Andy's an RFA. Or you could hold off on going after him. Trying to sleep. Fair enough. I see it's going well. Let's see. There's really nobody else for chat to sign aside from their guy. Like, Cummings is the guy to sign. So, and you get him on that extra 4-year deal instead of the 3-year because he's your player. So, boom Stubbs. Old Stubbs, what's going on? I should say boom Stubbs _, of course. I think you guys go 40 million. 40 million. See if he takes it. At the very least, he's an RFA. You can match any offer. That is the offer to take, and then see if anyone else is left over at the end of it cap-wise. We've learned that lesson before. So you got to hold off on signing anybody else for now, but he is the key player. For my sound, I can also sign anybody that I would like to sign. I know that Gabe Watson really wanted to leave. I can't imagine he'd want to come back. And I don't want him back for $45 million. I have 7 players on my team right now. Jesus. Okay. Well, I have a point guard who's not very good. I have a shooting guard who's not very good, but his name is Tugay, so that's good. Ramsey, who's okay. I got a younger power forward and a couple of centers. So really, I need a point guard or a shooting guard because the younger big men can still be built around. I need a point guard or a shooting guard. Which kind of brings me to the veteran Freddie Stokes. But is there any point? I'd love to go after Rock Zagorak because he's a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year, but I don't need another center. There's no point in going after Cummings because he's your guy. There's Floyd House. Wants $60 million. The amount of money that RFAs want in this timeline is batshit insane. It really is. The only guy to go for would be Freddie Stokes. But the problem is he's so good. Oh my God. The odds that I get him are incredibly... Jesus. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to throw my hat into the Freddie Stokes sweepstakes at this point. Even if it means I get to trade him, it might get me draft picks that I need. Yeah, I'll throw my name into the hat for Freddie Stokes at this stage. What's the cheapest 100-point offer? Looks like 58.5. It's a hell of a lot of money, but he is one of the best players in the league, so I'm gonna go for it. Let's see what happens. For chat, Dell Cummings agrees to a deal. Again, Nick Cannon would be a backup power forward making $11 million. Westbrook would be a backup point guard making $15. So that's the big question. Do you keep Raymond Westbrook as your backup point guard? You could keep these two as depth, or you let them go and see if you still have money to spend in free agency. So that is and it only makes sense to let go of either both of them or keep both of them. So that is the decision. It is Cannon / Westbrook, keep or drop. Test free agency. Those are your options here, chat. Those are your options. Again, like Leonard, Chase, Barber was definitely worth letting go of. He's insane for wanting $26 million. Alan Payton you could let go of as well. It literally just comes down to what do you want to do with Cannon and Westbrook at this stage. Yeah, no point in paying Allen that much money. He wouldn't even be an RFA at this age. You could cap hold Barber, but again, it just doesn't make too much sense. He's not going to develop, and he'll pretty much be untradeable at that contract. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much good to go. What do you think? Looking like it's going to be a drop in test free agency for Cannon and Westbrook. For myself, it doesn't look like I'm landing the big UFA, unfortunately. I'll drop Juan Munoz, which was fine because we had Blair. Drop Munoz, Jermaine Harden, Alex Smalls, and indeed Chat's vote comes through. Drop all those dudes. Drop Al Knight. Drop Mac Jeffries. Drop Gabe Watson. That's quick and easy. Freddie Stokes goes back to Chicago. No surprise. So for Chat, you could still sign anybody that you want. But what do you need? You have your point guard now and Gilliard, so you're good at point guard. You have your shooting guard. You could look for a backup shooting guard, like a veteran on a one-year deal. You're good at small forward. You're good at power forward. You're good at center. I would personally probably look for a backup shooting guard. That way you guys aren't screwed if something were to happen. And you could easily offer like Grady Dick as a veteran a one-year deal. Or Jacob Goodwin. If you were looking for a power forward improvement, Gabe Watson didn't do too hot for me. I can tell you he's not worth that. There's not a huge improvement outside of him. And then at center, the best UFA is Tavares. It's got to be shooting guard. It's got to be. And your best bet is probably Grady Dick. 35 years old. I mean, he could get worse, so you could go for Jacob Goodwin. You can afford Jacob Goodwin still as well, yeah. Or you go for the veteran. Or you go for the veteran in the form of Grady Dick. Again, you're not looking to sign somebody super long term. Dick still has the other badge. He's also 6'8". Goodwin only 6'5". Any disagreement to the idea of bringing in the now veteran Grady Dick? He's not a physical player anymore, but he's just as good, if not better, at everything over Goodwin at this stage. Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to not offer him a one-year deal at like $23 million and just see if you land him. You got the money to do it, makes your team better, and you got him. So Dell Cummings and Grady Dick. The Cummings deal hadn't gone through yet. So let's turn that down for the moment until we know for sure that you guys end up with Dell Cummings. And then we can match it for you guys. Just to make sure. All right. So yeah, Grady's still out there. Okay, you guys do still have the money to sign him. The problem is he has other offers now. We had to do it in that order just to make sure that he would end up there. I will be nice and say you're free to also go after Anders Anderson or Sean Cole because that was a little bit wonky. I'll be nice and say you can go for one of these two guys. It would make sense to go after Cole, who used to be my player, because he has no offers. So we'll offer the identical kind of one-year deal to Cole and Grady Dick and see which one ends up being your backup shooting guard this year. I'll be nice about it. If Grady Dick accepts, it will be him, though. Uh-oh. Dick went to Houston. Cole now has other offers. He went to the Pistons. I'll still be nice and get you the best shooting guard possible because Grady Dick did accept the contract. And again, it's for a backup player. Let's try Luther Ingram on a one-year deal. Sign him to whatever. But I'll be nice about it because you guys technically did have the space to sign Grady. So, and again, it's for a backup shooting guard. And apparently, nobody wants to fucking sign with you guys. There we go. You landed Luther Ingram. What a debacle that was for no reason whatsoever. Anthony Edwards to Atlanta. Zagorok leaves Toronto, goes to Sacramento. Okay. All right. What do we got for player progression? Oh, Please win, chat. Please win this era. I don't think we'll immediately do the WNBA after this. We'll probably take a break with NHL on the horizon. Please win. With a team like this now, and you got this, you got this core on pretty decent contracts for at least this year before Swift needs a new deal. Please win. Let this be the year. Please. I mean, my team's getting a little bit better, but not nearly fast enough. Please win. Oh my God, you guys have to win. How could you not at this stage? It's crazy. 2039. The 2039-2040 season. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Looking at your roster, makes sense to put Freddie Gilliard in G League. You got Moore and Ingram. Also could make sense to put Will Rose in G League. He actually has a better potential than Gilliard, so put Will Rose down in G League. Apparently you signed a Babcock. There's no way that'll go wrong. Right? Got Rico Hines as your head coach. You love to see it. Don't have to worry about Henry Griffith is yours, though. 9-man bench. It's the best way for you guys to go right now. Cummings, Moore, Swift, Robertson, and Daryl Patrick. You guys have to win. Please. Please, God, win this year. And then my team, that'll be an absolute disaster. Got Dino Popovich back after a couple of years. Welcome back, Dino. My team absolutely sucks. No other way to put it. My team absolutely sucks. And I wish I could soften the blow there, but I can't. Oh my God, just run with a 6-man bench all season. I don't even care. These are the only 6 guys on my team that I care about. Just play them all the time. Play them all of the time. God, what a disaster. What an absolute disaster. I'll just have the block fully open at this point. The only untouchable is Blair. And my potential first-round picks are also untouchable, but I am so far away from a potential title. It is insane. Might as well keep Gilliard around just in case. You guys have such a good team. You have such a good team. Like, this has to be the year. You might as well put your own first-round pick for the next couple of years on the block, because why not? But what are the rules on the crazy 500K offer? I mean, whatever. Typically, it's whatever. Not too many people have cashed in on it because more often than not, I just end up playing whatever. So, but yeah, I mean, at this point, just get all your best players. Your starting 5 as untouchables. This has to be your year, chat. It has to be. And we're going to find out right now. I am begging you, pleading, hands clasped. Please win this damn challenge already. I was so happy to go to 3-0. At this point, I just want it to be over. I just want it to be over. I'm almost willing to forfeit. Not quite, because it would still be pretty funny if you lost at this stage. But I'm close to being willing to forfeit. This power forward was yours. I don't need him, though. He's not that good. So, Marcelo wouldn't quite be that. You guys get a trade offer for your center, Patrick. I mean, we get you a future first-round pick, but Roderick Red is a lot worse than Patrick. Maybe not a lot worse, but... I mean, you would get Andy Bush as your starter. Honestly, that's not that bad. He's a B+ at 23 and a 79. Red's a C+ at 24 and a 76. So you'd be looking at Andy Bush, who's an A- at 23 and a 77 to be your starter. Chad, honestly, that's not bad. It's center for center. You get a guy who's, has a higher potential but is slightly worse now. You also get a future first-round pick to future-proof it. I really don't think that's a bad trade. Also saves you a tiny bit of money as well for this season. Again, you get future-proof to the first. Andy Bush is 23. Patrick's 23. Chat's saying take it. I think that's a pretty smart deal. You really don't get that much worse at center. It gets, once he's healthy, Andy into that starting spot, and you got a first-round pick for nothing. You guys are 12-0, by the way. We'll see if that trade might have accidentally screwed something up. You're getting offered a deal for Clayton Powell, but he's 27. You guys are 12-0. This is it. 13-0. Come on, chat. 14-0. This is it. They finally lost a game after 14 in a row. This is it. Chat's got the era. We're almost done here. Thank God. We're almost done. Jimmy Hickson and Javon Stockton for Scott Mayo and Iancu Buska. I do still like Buska and his mustache. So I'm going to say no to that. I'm keeping the Buska. Never trade the Buska. I am 2-16. Jesus. Our two teams are so bad. You get a deal for Will Rose and Gilliard. Rose is your third forward. Gilliard's currently your third point guard. For shooting guard, Armando Reyes, who's not bad, and another future first. Desmond Moore can play point guard. Chad, I gotta be honest, that's another future-proof trade right there. Gilliard's 21-72 and a C+. Rose is 21-72 and a B-. It makes your team better right now and gets you a future-proofed first-round pick. That's another deal. No reason not to. You're 18-1 on the season. This is it. This era is going to end tonight. Tonight is the night. This frickin' era is finally going to end, and I'm so here for it. Let the madness end. After all of this time, let it end. So I get a trade offer. It involves a pick swap. That's going to be a no. I'm keeping the Buska. Chat now at 23-1. Jesus. If you guys don't end this. I get a trade offer. It's Ramsey in a second for Clayton Powell in a first. And Powell's 27. I don't need another center. I'll keep Lamond Ramsey. Watch me get bounced in the first round. Dude, our records are almost inverted at this stage. I'm 4-22. Dude, everybody wants the Buska. Everybody. Everybody loves Buska. Which I think was the localized version of Everyone Loves Raymond in Hungary. 5-23. Like, you guys are setting records as one of the best teams in NBA history. I am on a mission to be one of the worst. So, it's going well for both of us. It's going well for both of us. You guys do get a trade offer for Reyes. It's Reyes for 24-year-old C+ Gerard McKenzie in a second. No reason to do it, really. Yeah, no reason to do it. And again, all those guys that you elected to let go of allowed you to get that shooting guard who's now a depth option. 31-2. This is it. This is it right here. I'm not even trying to jinx. I am actively willing this into existence. You guys are going to win. I'm not even trying the funny, oh yeah, you guys are going to win. Like, no, please, God, win. I'm on Team Chad at this point. Please. End our misery through the core 5 eras. We'll come back to the WNBA at a later time. And, with the opportunity to see if Chat can force a Game 7 if you were to win the WNBA challenge. This has essentially turned into a best of 5. I'm up 3-1, so if you guys win this, we'll push it to a best of 7. Maybe if you stop talking about it, it'll happen. No, never. Never. This is a positive thing. Talking about it can only be a positive thing, and you're gonna win. You gotta start believing, chat. No worried about jinxing or anything like that. No. This is the time. This is the time. I have jinxed it before, but that was when I was intentionally trying to jinx it. Now, I'm not trying to jinx it. I am actively rooting for this to happen. So, also, crazy news from the Ottawa Senators. They're putting Lassie Thompson on waivers. I wonder where he'll end up. People who are watching this in the future, once it's on YouTube in 6 months, will know where the hell he went. Is there any other team in the league with 385 plus players? I could check, but I doubt it. Hello, Richard Head. Well, in fairness, you didn't say hi to me. But hello, Richard Head. Hold on. There we go. Now everyone knows that Richard Head said hi. Congratulations, Rich. We love you. We love you. What a guy. What a guy. What a man. What a guy. 39-2. God. I'm going to show Lil Rich. I can't wait for the day that there's a Lil Rich. Oh, God. This is the time. Please. Please. Let it be. 40-2. Jesus. The most dominant team in NBA history. You get a trade for Ingram and Reyes, which wouldn't be worth it at all. Not very profitable, but who gives a shit about profits? In America, it's all about winning. That's the only way you say profits, screw that, is winning. Any other time, then, it's all about the profits. So, we'll see. Yeah, imagine how much money you'll make on championship shirts. Dude, you guys are blowing teams out of the water pretty much every game as well. Oh, cool, I could trade for Nick Cannon. No thanks. Don't need him. Don't need him. 47-2. You guys going to trade off for your backup point guard, Russell, for a better backup point guard, Thomas Francis. I'll accept that for you. The other guy was slightly younger, but he's never the starter. And for now, you just got a slightly better backup point guard. Why the hell wouldn't you take that? It's like every team in the league is actively just like, yeah, go ahead and win, fellas. Go ahead. We will stop simming as we've reached the trade deadline. Moore's willing to re-sign, but his deal's not up until next year. He is willing to take less once you get there. And then for my team, Tugay Azette is willing to come back, and I am willing to pay the man, the myth, the legend, Tugay Azette. Come on back, Tugay. Thank you. Why are there like no players now? Because we're in 2040. I'm almost profitable. Oh my God. I started this series 500. I'm in the green. I started this series $500 million in debt. I'm the real winner. This is the final season, no matter what. Either I won because I'm profitable, or chat wins because they actually won. I'm profitable. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Ridiculous. The drafts were all bad and a lot of players didn't develop. That was a big issue too, yeah. Turns out draft class quality staying at the default 50 is not a good thing at all. I don't recommend it. So keep that in mind. If you play this game yourself, we bumped it up to a 69 draft class quality. You could probably go even higher than that. Yeah. Default draft class quality is too low. You don't have to worry about it in the other eras, again, because you know who's coming up. But oh no, I'm back in the red. My greatest challenge, can I finish the season? And how is my team interest at 100%? We've won 10 games. Back in the red. I was so close. I was so close, though. Everyone wants to watch a car crash. Fans are loving the Profits. The St. Louis Profits will technically finish in the red. God damn it. But at least we saw green. If only for a moment. We saw some green. Oh, God. You'd love to see it. Final game of the year is against Portland. It'll be 11-71, the worst team of all time. As Chat's Julio Swift wins league MVP. This has to be. This has to be. I was on YouTube last night. I found the streamer with the same last name. Oh, Wheels said it'd be funny as hell. Your Rookie of the Year, my Dan Blair of the St. Louis Sound. In what will be his only season, is my guess. Sixth Man of the Year, Nashville's Asar Thompson. Okay. Defensive Player of the Year, Nashville's Lionel Ware. Man, Crash might win this. Wendell Hudson wins Most Improved. Clutch Player of the Year, Mitch Cooperdike, one of my former players. Coach of the Year, Cincinnati's. You guys won 71 games. You literally finished with an inverted record. I was 11-71. You were 71-11. That's insane. That is insane. As Julio Swift is first team All-NBA, so was Mitch Cooperdike. Well, that was a mistake letting go of him. I banked on other people, though. Your all-defensive team, Thompson, Stokes, Watson. Go figure. The second he leaves, he starts playing well. I hate it here. Julio Swift was also on the all-defensive team. And the all-rookie team was Dan Blair. Left knee tendinitis. So with that, Chat's Cincinnati Lions, the first seed in the East. Crash's Nashville Stars are the fifth seed. Chat, this has to be it. Please, God. This has to be it. I ended the season with a couple injuries. Lamond Ramsey had a pretty good year. 2K Azette broke his leg. Fresh off of a new contract. Shout out to Buska, who played really well. For you guys, of course, Desmond Moore is hurt. Of course he is. Son of a bitch. Good thing you got that backup shooting guard. But there's Webster, Cummings, Robertson. Good thing you traded for Armando Reyes as well. You also have an injury to Roderick Red, the backup center, and Luther Ingram. Man. Man. So what the hell is your team going to be here as we go down to 7? It's Cummings, Webster, Swift, Robertson, and Bush. It's still a really, really good team. That should still be a good enough team to get the job done. It should be. Not having 87 overall Desmond Moore hurts a lot. Because obviously if he was in, someone like Webster would be coming in off the bench, and having him as a sixth man, GG's. It's a little bit in doubt as to whether or not you guys can keep up this pace in the playoffs. A little bit in doubt, but you were by far and away the best team in the NBA. It wasn't even close. You averaged over 3 more points a game than the next highest rated team and only allowed 94 points a game, a differential of 18.2. Please. It's Milwaukee in round 1. And they got some players, but they don't have what you guys have. Although, again, you notice the depth. They do have your former point guard and Bryce Bishop, who was signed for a whole lot of money. And Dick Drew, another former player of yours. Old Dick Drew. All right, chat, please. Make it out of the first round. Make it out of the first round. Chat, please. Thank you. A sweep of Milwaukee. Chat will take on the Boston Celtics in round number 2. Boston Celtics. Cade Cunningham, Gabriel Hill, Mao Chung-Chan. Please win this. Please win this. Neither one of us have appeared in the conference finals for like a decade at this point. Please win this. Chat, undefeated on their way to the conference final. Oh my God. Chat, I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to leave it up to you. Do we sim all the way to the final? If you make it to the final, we're going game by game. But do we quick sim it from here? I'll leave it up to you. You are 8-0 via quick simming. We will slow sim the final if you make it there. But the original terms, it was conference finals and final. But given that you're 8-0, I would understand if you don't want to change the tempo and the momentum that you guys have right now as you get ready to take on the Atlanta Hawks, whose best player, Anthony Edwards, is not at 100%. They also have Jacob Goodwin there. No doubt you have a superior team. No doubt. And it's going to be a sim. It's going to be a sim. Is chat going to the final? Yes. Chat will take on the New Orleans Pelicans in the NBA final. Is this it? 12-2 en route to the final. Please, God, let this era end. It has been a disaster. Let this era end. I'm begging you. Ingram is back, meaning Webster's coming in off the bench, which is awesome. Let this end. Please let this end. The Pelicans are good, but not that good. Come on. You guys got this. You guys got this. Game 1. I'm going to do it from here unless it's an elimination game. Game 1 goes to the Pelicans, 103-92. Game 2. Not like this. Not like this, chat. No. No. Not like this. Not like this. Please. Please. You're so close. You're so close. Please, not like this. Battle back. Win game 3. Battle back. Chat. No. No. I saw lights. I saw light at the end of the tunnel. No. Oh my God. The fucking second best team in history. 12-2. En route to the goddamn final. And you guys are down 3-0. Oh my God, please. Come back time. You guys got this. I believe in you. I believe in you, chat. I believe in you. I believe in you. A 1-point win to keep the series going. 114-113. 35 points for Swifts. The comeback is on. Game 5. Let it end. Not in this game. I mean the entirety of the thing. Not the series. You get what I'm saying? Come on. Hold. Chat forces game 6. Let's fucking go, chat. 47 points for Swift. He's an absolute monster. Come on. Force game 7. Force game 7. Come back. Reverse sweep. Force game. No. Julio Swift won Finals MVP despite losing the series. You guys won 71 games. You did not lose until the conference finals and lose in 6 to the Pelicans. Fuck the record. 3 wins for Toogie, 1 win for Chat, 1 draw. That might be what it needs to be. We got the same team for next year. Not necessarily, though, as affordable. You got quite a few contracts that are coming due. This era is never going to end, is it? I hate it here.